Guys, today I am on my level 1 bacon hair noob account, Guns Gaming, and I'm going to be taking this level in this account from level 1 to level 700 to reach the second C in just one video with all reworked guns. And by the end of this and next video, for this account, I will have a full movie length video of 700 all the of level 1 all the way to max level 2600. And I'm not giving myself this rule across both videos. I am not allowed to hit max level until I have obtained every single gun in the game, no matter how long it takes. And yes, this means that I'm going to need to obtain the Dragon Storm, which is a very long-winded quest. So stick to the end to find out how good these reworked guns are. And just before I started recording this video, I got $5,000, and I'm going to need to obtain every gun in the game. So I've got Flintlock here, which will cost 10,500. Slingshot costs 5,000. I got the Slingshot, which is actually really cool. Musket will cost 8,000, so I'm gonna have to come back for that. And I need to master all of these guns to get these guns fully mastered before I can hit max level as well. So this is going to be a very long video. So without further ado, let's get to Pirate Starter and start the video. I am now at the Bandit quest giver, so let's get the Bandits quest. 5 each and get $350. That's not bad. I'm gonna gather up the NPC. This is actually really good for farming, and all of these guns got a really good rework, which I am just happy about because I haven't. He's only hit one target. Oh, and then I get them low with combat. Does that hits multiple targets? I'm gonna move this into slot 4 so that I can actually press 4, and actually no, I'm gonna move it back. So let's get this quest complete, and now it's just me and this one NPC, so this is actually going to go quite quick. I think it's actually faster to do all of them individually. So I'm gonna put, I've got 2 refund stats, so I'm gonna put 20, type in 2600, that's max level, and then I'm gonna put all of that into guns. I never do this for a new to pro because guns are the worst ones to use, especially before update 24 released. I'm just gonna gather up the NPCs again, and I'm gonna destroy them with melee, to get them low. Well, I'm not gonna destroy them with melee. Can I get them to the wall and wall strat them? Is this a wall strategy? Oh, it's not a wall strategy. I literally thought it was a wall strat. I'm gonna be honest, combat is just better than slingshot for starting off. Now I've got this bandit that's low. I'm gonna turn on my counter so I can see how much damage I do. And I am hitting one NPC. Yeah, so 7 damage per clip, which is not that good. But of course, this is just the slingshot, so it only hits one enemy, which is not that good. So it's going to be tough grinding. But that was actually quicker than the first quest because I deal more damage. I'm gonna get to level 10 and then we can go to the jungle. And I am now level 10, which means we can now move on to the jungle. And guys, we can now head over to the jungle as I said, but I'm here on my main account, got my old account there, and then I spawned the luxury boat so I don't have to buy it on the other account. I'm using multi-Roblox to open 2 windows at the same time, and now I've got the boat here so that I can use. Then to the god, so I can now head over to the jungle and every other island in the game really quickly. And guys, we're now here. So, but first, I'm gonna quickly do something that I have not done yet. I need to put on some 2 times XP onto the account. And guys, I have now inserted 5.5 hours of 2 times XP into my account. I'm going to now get the monkeys quest. I need to also equip the slingshot because it needs to be equipped manually. Monkey. and Monkey. I'm gonna claim 3 monkeys at one time. So, what I need to do to make this slightly quicker is, oh, it's not really possible to make it quicker. It's just, speed. So, uh, farm these, monkeys until level, 15, then I can do the gorillas until level 20 for the gorilla kin, and the gorilla kin is actually going to be better than these individual NPCs, because at least there I find one NPC for a quest, and that's actually better for doing with guns. So yeah, but until I get multi and target M1s, it's going to be quite difficult, and I'm wondering whether any of these early guns actually have multi-target M1s, because otherwise I'm going to be struggling a lot, but that's fine. I've got one NPC here that I can fight at a time, and I don't think that other than that, I don't think and I think I'm gonna struggle because of how bad it is to grind with guns. But but this is a whole new to pro, and it's actually really difficult. So um, if you guys can, if you haven't already, please like the video, as this is going to take me a very long time to make, and subscribe to the channel. And I've got one more monkey here to finish the monkey's quest. I got 3 levels from just NPCs alone, and these M1s actually stun slightly, so it's slightly good for grinding if you're fighting bosses, but normal NPCs, which is why, other than normal NPCs, which is why I'm going to be fighting, preferably fighting bosses this whole video. The first boss is the Gorilla King. I can't do that for 3 more levels. I'm gonna put, got 21 stats available, 15 into gun, and the rest into melee, so I can get these dashes in. The Gorilla King is not going to be that difficult, because, I can just range it, because these M1s have range. And I've now just unlocked the quest for the Gorilla King mid-quest. So I'm actually gonna finish this quest and then do the Gorilla King, because I feel like that's gonna be better. And I'm actually nice. So I'm gonna be honest, this gun update is really good, but it does not do anything for grinding capabilities. It only changes buff grinding capabilities for fruits, but and not for grinding. So I got the Gorilla Kin available, which is actually going to be my best bet of grinding. I'm gonna see how long it takes to defeat the Gorilla Kin, how many levels I get, and I'll do this a few times, because I'll probably skip over a few of the NPCs on the other island because of how bad they are to grind with guns, and specifically this gun. Because when I get in bomb, that will be better. So I can literally just hit him like this from this far, and he can't do anything about it. That's actually not that bad. So I will be able to destroy this fool very easily, and he's almost half HP. I mean, the damage on this gun is very bad, which is why I'm looking forward to the future um guns. So when the guns that I get um in the future. Um, but other than that, I've got really bad gun. Um, like for grinding, this is not that good. So I'm just headshot. Okay, so that is level 29. So yeah, I called it. No, 70 stats. For 70 stats, this is really bad. Um, so got more stats actually. I am going to roll a fruit when I get to level 50, because I want an elemental to help me for grinding. Um, yeah, so I've got level 29 at the moment. I need to do like a few more. How much? I can do the damage to this monkey now. That's it's getting better. That is not much. So I'm actually going to do like one whole monkey quest, and then I can move on to the next island, which I think I will probably end up doing. And guys, I am now 1 kill away from getting my next ability in bomb at 20 mastery on the slingshot, which is actually very good. Yeah, so I got the new ability and I can move on to the next island, which is a relief because this is slow here. And then I get my stats onto there, gun stats. And now let's check out the ability. We've made it to the pirate village. I said I was going to do a showcase, in which I will do with these pirates. This is a multi-target attack, which will make this better for grinding in bomb. That is not bad, but it's a healing attack, which is not that good. But int bomb definitely does damage, which is a multi-target. That is great for grinding. But, well, not really. I'm lying when I say it's great for grinding. But int bomb has a small cooldown and will help for multi-targets for NPC farming. I just 1.70 bombs so I can actually get this even better, because I want to get off this gun and I want to move on to the next gun. I can't buy the next gun until I have this gun fully mastered, which is kind of sad. But that's my own. I made these rules. I'm starting to reconsider why I made myself do this. But it's reworked guns, and they are very cool guns, which I am going to stick to this challenge and get to the end, as no matter how long it takes. And that is the first pirate quest down. And guys, I'm back on my main account once again, and because my grinding is very slow, I am going to be taking this my account over to the Fountain City. I'm going to get the NPC low, then I'm going to destroy the NPC on the new pro account, and hopefully I can get some good mastery from this method. And guys, now that I've got 621 mastery on the slingshot, int bomb and proximity bomb. It's a nice explosion attack, which only launch. Yeah, there we go. But let's upgrade to the musket purchase. There we go. I'm also going to buy the flintlock while I'm here. There we go. Got two new guns, the musket and the flintlock. And which one did I buy? Musket. So musket. Here we go. 20 mastery and 50 mastery. How long's the M1 cooldown? Quite long. This is going to be quite bad. So, which is why I'm going to head back to Fountain City, where my main account is waiting still, and I'm going to continue farming mastery there. And because I've got 2 times mastery, I'm going to get levels as well. And guys, I'm going to make a new rule. And I cannot, and because of how cheese this method is over here, I am not allowed to move on to the next gun until I have reached the island where I can buy it from. But since Middletown is an island that does not have a level requirement to start quests at, since there are no quests, I can get all 3 guns anytime I want. But I'm back at Fountain City, and of course the next gun that I can actually get is a buy a purchasable gun from the Marine Fortress, which I cannot start quests with until I'm level 120, which means I am now no longer going to be able to buy that gun until I am level 120 and have the flintlock and the musket both fully mastered. So I'm back on here, so I've got this strategy, 2 M1s, gets them low enough for me to one shot, but of course, because, how did that guy kill me? Whatever. I actually quite like the fact that I can see the guns on my back. That's quite cool. So if I shoot him, yep, one single M1. 151 damage from one M1 is actually crazy at this level. I'm back, and I'm gonna keep using this method to get to get all of my mastery, which is going to be not that long actually. Oh, I got Draconic Bullet, nice! And I have now got the last ability within 3 NPCs, Torching Shot. It's a nice long range attack, does really good burn damage, which is why this is now going to be my next gun that I completely grind with. So I've got this and more to go, because I'm going to be seeing which one is better for grinding. this musket here, or the flintlock that I'm about to master right now. It is the quite a cool gun, quite a cool looking gun, and I can get the dual flintlocks as a boss drop. So I'm going to continue mastering, and then I'll be back when I get all of the mastery on the flintlock. And guys, I've actually decided to stop the mastery grinding here since I only get two mastery per thing, and I'm level 80 and I want to start grinding. So I've got 229 stats into gun, which is really good. Ever since I started this method here, I've been getting a lot quicker. So I'm level 80 and got the flintlock so far, which is the third gun in the game. And now going to go back to the desert, and I'm going to start grinding. Not with the flintlock, since I don't have the marksman fury. I'm going to use musket, which is a bit better, considering I can do burn damage with this. So I'll be back when I get to level 100. And guys, I've now hit level 105, which means I can now move on to the Yeti boss, and which is actually a really good thing, because I'm probably going to be server hopping the Yeti, even though it is a common boss to fight. But this people tend to be higher levels nowadays, unless you're doing new to pros, and guns are really good for doing bosses. So I'm just going to be ranging this man's, and he can't even get close to me. Well, he can eventually. He just it does the cooldown is long enough that that's the case. And I've just realised I'm gonna need to get the factory rate to even get the Aston rifle, which is part of this video, which is in the second part, which will be the full movie length. And I've got a yay for 4 levels, 5 levels. That's really good. I'm gonna server hop this boss, and I'll be back at level 120. And guys, I am now level 132, which means I can now go to the next island, which is the Marine Fortress. And because I'm level 132, I can skip the Chief Petty Officer NPCs and go straight to the boss, which for a gun pro like this is very good. And it means that I can speed up time by doing bosses, which are single NPCs. I don't have to farm multiple NPCs. Guns M1s are multi-target, M1s are single target, not multi-target, which makes them very bad for farming, and it also means that um and the moves have high cooldowns, which means that I will have a hard time doing NPCs. But I'm level 132, so I can go to the Marine Fortress. But first, I'm gonna come to the jungle and I'm gonna roll a fruit. I'm doing this, and I will be doing this until I get a legendary fruit. And whatever fruit I get, if it's a Logia, I'm gonna eat it mainly because of its passive. It's passive. For its passive. If it's light fruit, I will grind. Actually, never mind. I got a rocket fruit. It's the worst fruit that I could have gotten, but doesn't really matter. But besides, rocket's not an elemental, so I'm not gonna eat it. If it was an elemental, I would have eaten it, even though that breaks the challenge. If I got a light fruit, I would have eaten it and grinded 10 mastery to use the flight. That is all I will do with fruits. I will only use them for their passive and for transport, because I'm going free to play in all of my new to pros, unless I get enough Robux to buy them, to buy stuff, which I can't do, which is why I'm completely free to play. This is a gun news post, so I won't really be using fruits, fighting styles, or swords. But the only time in this video that I will be using fighting styles is so when I get to the second sea, I will be doing 2 raids to get 2,000 fragments, ready to spend 1,500 on the Dragon Breath. And you guys will see why in the next video. Actually, I'll tell you now. Because to get the Dragonstorm done, it is a very long-winded quest line. You have to obtain the Dragon Breath fighting style, get that to 400 mastery. You also need 3,005,000 fragments when you're in the second sea. No, not the second sea, the third sea. And then you can buy you need to roll the fire essence at the Deathkin in the Haunted Castle, and I will not be able to do this quest line until level 2000 and 1975. which is um the level that well 1975, which is the level requirement to get to start quests on the haunted castle. And then once I have a once I have the fire essence, I submit that to Uzoth, and then I upgrade it to fight upgrade my Dragon Breath to Dragon Talon. Then I need to get that to 500 mastery. I need to complete the Dragon Dojo quest line, and then once I've done all of that, I can start the Prehistoric Island event 3 times, 4 times in 3 times in total for the black belt, one for the black belt, and two to get the Dragon Eggs, and then I can graft the Dragon Storm. It is going to take a very long time to obtain the fight the Dragon Storm, but I need to get Dragon Breath and Dragon Talon first. And because I've just rejoined this private server after doing server hops, I'm going to server hop again and keep fighting Vice Admirals until level 220, which is the recommended level to keep farming this NPC till, because the NPCs at the upper Skylands are terrible, are not recommended, even with really good grinding fruits. I forgot to join on Marines because Marines is the best team for doing the Vice Admiral hopping, and you guys will see why on the next server hop. And I am now server hopping again, and now you should join the Marine side when you're farming Vice Admiral, because you spawn right next to the quest giver, whereas on Pirates you spawn way over there at the side, which is not very good for server hopping. I've got the Vice Admiral here, which is very good. I'm going to be farming with Flintlock until 80 mastery. Then I'm probably and I'm actually going to stick with this as the damage is quite good, and the um cooldown is not that bad. But Vice Admiral has long range attacks which I need to be careful of, just like that. I need energy to avoid it, so I'm gonna not die, even though I just did. But yeah, with Marines you spawn right next to the quest, right next to the Vice Admiral, which is a very convenient. And if you're max level, you can farm this boss using the sound fruit. And looky, I have the advanced weapon dealer and refined slingshot. I'm going to need to master this. Dual flintlocks, awesome gun. Can't afford it yet, and then I'll be able to buy the cannon for 100,000, which are really good. I'm gonna buy. I've got the refined slingshot. When I have 60,000, 65,000, I will buy it. I'm gonna be spending a lot of money this video because of this, but I need to get Flintlock mastered first. It's got 69 mastery. This was definitely not deliberate. And I now have 80,000. And then mastery fast with this, so I'm gonna buy the dual flintlocks, which is a very awesome gun, which I'm going to move on to after the refined slingshot. But I need to get this to 80 mastery first, which is annoying because I can't move on to the next gun until that is done. But I've got 147 mastery, and I'm gonna keep farming. I'm gonna skip through until I get to level 220. And guys, I have just made level 228. I know I said I was going to be back at level 220, but I skipped through to level 228. And now I have cluster bomb on the refined slingshot. I will demonstrate it and both of these abilities on the warden, then we'll go onto the dual flintlock which is the next gun. So normal M1s, not bad. I mean, it is bad. Int Swarm is a really cool ability. It actually heals you if so I'm gonna bring the warden onto these things, and then it actually heals you. Yeah, I take damage, and it there we go, and then bring back, and it actually heals you. Like that is really good. And then of course cluster bomb is a cluster of bombs. And now we're moving on to the dual flintlocks, which is the really cool gun. It has good damage as well. And I'm going to be farming the warden like this. Chief Warden's not here because Swan's here, but Chief Warden isn't. That's kind of surprising. So I guess it's fair enough. And the dual flintlocks is a really good gun, and I'm gonna be farming to 120 mastery before I can move on to the cannon, which is the next gun. And and before I hit max level, I need to get every single gun in the game obtained and fully mastered. And yeah, I got the Chief Warden quest, but it's not here, so I have to server hop. And I'll probably do the Warden as well. And guys, I just spun at the Bloxford Gotcha, and I got a Blaze Fruit. I'm going to eat that since it has kind of elemental immunity. So I'm going to reset so that it goes straight instantly to my um right place. Yeah, so Razor Cyclone is quite a cool ability. I also have M1s with this fruit, which I won't be using, but that's quite cool. I've got the Chop Fruit mainly only for its elemental, so I'm not going to be using this fruit, like, properly. I just realised something. I can literally just spam my M1 here, if it won't just freeze. Yeah, there we go. So, I literally just spam it and then I can just stay in the sky. That's quite cool. And guys, I am now level 395. I still got the dual flintlocks, but I've now got a 120 mastery, which is quite good. I'm gonna showcase both these abilities on these NPCs right here. So I got the M1s, quite cool, 1224 damage, really good. Splitting beam, that's really cool. I'm gonna destroy the NPC and then demonstrate Bullet Storm. Right, so Bullet Storm. That is a fire ability, 1600 damage. At least now I've got multiple abilities to use. But now that I've gotten the new that gun fully mastered, I'm gonna open guns. I've got some guns. This is mastered, this is mastered, this is mastered, this is mastered, this is not mastered, this is the item drop from the Magma Admiral. Dual Flintlocks is mastered, and Cannon is not mastered yet. I think I might do the Cannon first. Depending on the damage, I might do Cannon first. So Cannon currently base does 1,000. Magma Blast is 1,500 damage. That is really good. That is 1,497. Oh, this is going to be harder to master though. Like, damn. Okay, that's quite cool. So the cooldown is quite long though. That's the cooldown. And then let's have a look at the cannon cooldown. A bit longer. That's quite bad. At least it requires less mastery to complete. I might actually save the Magma Blaster for last and do cannon now. But the Magma Admiral is currently dead, so I'm gonna have to server hop and fight him again. Guys, I have actually decided to make a change to the rules a little bit of the challenge. So this is a gun needs pro, but originally I said I had to master the guns before I move on to the next one. I'm actually going to change it and just make it so that I can't reach max level until all the guns are mastered. Cannon is staying at 51 for now. This Magma Blaster is just overly way better. So I've got 27 stats, and I'm going to put them all into gun. There we go. And I'm back onto the Magma Admiral for until level 425. And this is the strategy if you guys don't want, if you guys are using guns to farm. Look, 1,666 damage when the other one was like 1,400 with a lower damage ability, and the cooldown is much shorter, significantly shorter. This is just an overly better gun, and it's way better than the cannon. I don't understand why the cannon is just apparently the better gun because because of its damage. I mean, don't get me wrong, the damage on the cannon is quite good, but it's not good enough. So the next ability I can get is Scorching Burst, and that is not nowhere near as good as Magmatic Pressure, but Magmatic Pressure is really good. scorching burst. I don't remember what the Magma Blaster even does, to be honest, because I haven't used these guns in a long time. In the rework I've used them, but not that much. But anyway, I'm going to continue farming the Magma Admiral until level 425. And guys, I am now level 425, so I'm at the underwater city. There's actually a glitch with underwater city, meaning that if you reset, you get sent back to Magma Village or where you were last. Now I'm gonna show you guys something you may not have known with the Magma Blaster. If I shoot him here, 1,475 damage, but if I shoot him up close, 1,861. It deals more damage the closer you are to the boss, to the MP, to anything. And he's already second stage. That is actually crazy. This Magma Blaster is really good and really overpowered, and its damage is so good as well. I'm actually interested to know whether this is actually really good for PvP. I'm gonna try that on my main account. I think the maximum damage is 1,909. Well, maybe it's more, but you have to get real close. I got 3 levels from that, which is not bad. But I'm gonna keep farming this boss until level 500. Then I can go to the upper Skylands where I can get instant. But of course I've already got instant because I got that already. I already got instant while I was at Management Village. Um so yeah. I've already got that. I completed the quest line off camera because I know you guys don't want to see all that boring stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna continue farming the Fisherman Lord until I reach level 500, and so I can go up to Upskines and farm the Whisper boss. And guys, I'm back from my time skip, and I am now level 675 with 21 minutes with 2 times XP left. I've got the light fruit at mastery 10 so that I can fly over to where I need to get to. This is actually really beneficial for me, because it means that I can fly over to where I need to go a lot quicker than boating. I hope you guys don't mind, but fruits is, and this is the only thing I use fruits for. This will probably, apart from, if I get portal, might eat it, and after that's into mastery. That's only going to be to get the teleporter. I only use fruits for transport, and of course I will be using fighting styles. But now I'm over here. Fanti should be down. Cyborg Fanti should be down there. I'm gonna grab the cyborg quest because I skipped all of it. And yeah, cyborg. There he is, cyborg. Now I've got the magma blaster, so hopefully I can manage. 181 mastery, almost got magmatic pressure. That's quite good. Magmatic pressure is a really good ability on this gun, but I won't be able to show it until second C, which will be in the next video, where I have a full movie length video on the whole thing. I'm gonna be honest, Franti is quite difficult, and look how much health it has, so much, and I have to be careful of his Taco Bell farts, so yeah, because they hurt, they stink as well. Like that's and they won't do it if I don't get too close. Because at the moment it's only missiles, and all Vandy does is just shoots his missiles and farts. Yeah, that's a different ability. But I quite like the new update. Does it has a new really good gun rework, which allows me to make this video the way it is. And level 678. 3 levels from that. I'm tempted to just go back to Sky Islands because I know it's quicker there to just server hop and fight Frankie. Well, I'm actually gonna stay here for a little bit until I decide otherwise. But I'm gonna do another time skip until the last cyborg for to get to second C. And guys, the final server of this first part of the Noob to Pro. Wait, never mind, Cyborg's not even here. Of course Cyborg's not here. Of course he just had to come in and ruin it for us. No, it's not the last server. This will hopefully be the last server. Because if Cyborg is here, I'm gonna kill it, I'm gonna get three levels, and I will be level 700. Banned on level 700. If I'm not level 700, I am going to complain. And yes, Cyborg is right there. 2000 damage for absolutely free, 680 damage for absolutely free. I'm using the dual flintlocks mainly because I think it's faster to kill Cyborg with dual flintlocks than it is to kill them. Because of the fast M1s, the really good damage, and this way I actually have two abilities rather than one on the Magma Blaster, which is why I'm going to be using this. But I'm at the end of the second video, I'm going to be mastering all of the guns in the game, as well as unlocking them. But once I'm max level, but I literally not letting myself go to max level before I reach before I get every single gun obtained and mastered. I'm not gonna upgrade them because that's a bit too much, but at least leveling. You've got to be joking. I got two levels. Look how close I am. That's actually nasty work. Um, but the thing is, I have elemental immunity, so I can kill MP. Yeah, one NPC. Congratulations for reaching level 700. So what I'm gonna do now is I need to go to prison and get the key for the ice apple. That's actually kind of crazy. It's like I only had to kill one NPC to get the remaining one level. I was one level off. That's actually insane. 1.75 million bounty. Military detective taught. I got the key. He's just yapping. Same with the Ice Admiral. Now I need to go defeat the Ice Admiral, who is actually kinda easy. I got 75 stat points, which I'm going to invest all into gun, which will take a very long time since I'm flying. There we go. Right, 490 stats into there. There we go. I got the key. I need to actually hold that key. There we go. And hello, Ice Admiral. I do a lot of damage to this boss considering how much HP he actually has. And Ice Admiral is an annoying boss to fight, so I have to be a little bit careful. But Cyborg's harder than this, and I died to Cyborg a few times, but I beat him every time, or every other time. Splitting beam to finish. There we go. Yap. That's a lot of yapping. Right, talk to the detective. Yeah, no thanks. I'd rather go to Jungle and get straight into the second city. No, you guys didn't know. You don't actually have to go back to the jungle. You can just go to the straight to Midtown. Also, guys, you see that hill over in the distance behind Jungle? You guys don't know what that is. That is the underwater city. That's where it is positioned on the map, and you can actually see it. And guys, we have just reached the second sea. Let's go. That is the first part of this video complete. But first, there's a actually never mind, he left. But first, I'm gonna go to the cafe. I'm gonna set my home point, and I'm gonna roll a devil fruit with the $792,382 that I have, which is not that much to be honest, considering I'm level 700. But it's better than having nothing at all. Right, Blotsmith, Archer, roll a fruit, and dart. New title unlocked, Risk Taker, not bad, but I got a dart fruit, which is bad. And if you guys don't know, big news is also a code that gets title. Same with FUD 10 and FUD 10 install V2 and Chander. There's nothing at all. And guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.